Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as Axis-aligned Greek. We are the Hellenic states over here, and we're defending our homeland from these vile communists. Or maybe we started the war. Who remembers anymore? I don't know. Right now, we're mostly just performing a holding action on the line here and letting the Comintern troops really try to expend themselves against our walls, burning through material and manpower, hopefully at a greater rate than we are. Thus far, that certainly appears to be the case. I mean, throughout the entirety of the war, but including ourselves. I mean, we have lost 72,000 people, which is a pretty substantial amount. But hopefully those losses won't be quite as rapid anymore. You know, especially as our troops actually troop up a bit. I don't remember. We've got this configured as a 7-2. No, actually, we've got it as an 8-2. Did I not have... Maybe I didn't have enough of the points. What I should do is yank one of these out right now. First of all, this is going to be the correct final situation. It's going to free up some infantry equipment, which means that while these divisions are going to be slightly tinier, they are going to be more efficient bang for their buck, especially manpower bang for their buck, by correcting that, which is good. We should also add in... Ooh, no, I was going to say add in field hospitals, but we don't have motorized yet. I really will want to do that. For now, let's just do this. This should fix a few of our issues. In terms of motorized... Oh, one thing I wanted to say. This is the first episode I record after episode 1 went live. Some people are saying that when you get a research boost for motorized, it actually applies to some of these motorized divisions as well, like maybe field hospitals and logistic companies. So even if you have research mobilized, it might not be a waste, which is very nice to see. So, and I also really like the shared tank development, actually. That's going to be fairly valuable if we can get a little bit more military infrastructure. I was hoping we'd be able to take Bulgaria a little bit quicker and more decisively, but what can you do? Now, we've got a lot of our friends on our border at this point, so it feels to me like I could probably pull my troops out of a few places and actually do a little bit more pushing. The problem is, I'm not sure what push we could do that would actually improve our situation at this point. Perhaps if we could push back against Bulgaria here and have that civil war end, that might do it. But any pushing we're going to do is going to extend the front lines a little bit, and, you know, is that going to work out for us or not? Still, I think I will go, actually, and pull back my troops this way, and maybe I'll even go over here, since I'm not too worried about being cut off in Yambol anymore. I'm going to do something like this. We're going to focus on this border, and we're going to try to set up for a push into Bulgaria at some point. Oil is still a little bit low, although we are going to get a synthetic refinery over here as a freebie, which is nice, and some of these divisions are going to start training up now. They're very thin divisions that were meant to maybe just guard our ports, although we'll probably throw them into this battle plan just for some extra numbers and to fill some of the gaps. They're going to be okay at doing some defensive things. Alright, nice and green. That's good. Our troops are moving into position, which is going to be fine. Should be able to hold this. We'll re-prep the battle plan. And I don't know when the go time will be. I don't think we're going to use these buttons, because we don't want more casualties. Oh yes, production. I was going to say, can we get some motorized... Okay, we do have some motorized going. Right. We don't have any rubber for it, but I think that's going to have to be okay. I think we're going to keep the... Well, let me do this. If we do get another one, we might throw a second motorized in for a while. Just to be able to quickly build up the stockpile, we need to implement things. Japan's justifying against us. Well, I mean, not us. I wouldn't think. Probably one of our allies. Spanish Directory, the Phalangist 1 over here. They are fascist, currently not in a faction. They might have ideas. Yeah, AI modifier, join ally desire, -200. So this is the... I don't actually know. Well, no, I guess it's not the historical one. Because historically, right, the fascists won the Spanish Civil War. I'm not crazy about that, right? But they didn't join World War II. So this idea that they're not going to want to join in the Civil War makes sense. So here they've got recovering from the Civil War. If someone declares against them, I suspect it might go away and they'd reset. But otherwise, unless they take some sort of idea that changes something, they're not going to be willing to jump into the war. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, why would they want to jump into a world war after what they just had to deal with? All right. we see a lot of times. See, they're attacking. What we want to do is we want to set up for a counterattack when they're low on ore, like in situations like this. I don't know if we're quite ready to go for it yet. How's like the armor and piercing? Because I see the occasional little tank on the thing, but I don't think there's a big armor presence anywhere in here. They might be having some supply problems, which is nice to see. Actually, here's what I'm going to do, I think. With my planes, I'm going to throw in strategic bombing, and specifically target infrastructure, and forts if they build any, and airports. There you go. Airports, so that it might limit how many planes they could go and put into play. Infrastructure to hurt their ability to get supplies to this front. This is actually going to maybe pull back. Let me move our front line this way as well. You as well. Come in here. I know you don't have a lot of org, but let's do this. Of course, we do lose a little bit of org as we move around. There we go. Try to hold this spot. And yeah, could do some manual counterattacks, but I don't think we can punch through. They've got a lot of troops over here. A lot of troops. Now, the other thing I was thinking of before starting to record today, I think we've got enough civilian factories now. I am going to go and start investing in the Diftinsi Edicus Asphaleas to our spy agency. So we're going to get that started. And we can get a little bit of intel that might help with our push. I don't think we'll be able to decrypt a cipher over here anytime soon. But if we can get some intels over some of these areas, that could be handy-dandy. Okay, being held now, which is nice to see. I mean, we're constantly being attacked. We shouldn't have lost more manpower. Yeah, no actual substantial additional losses. Improved infantry equipment is good. Yeah, see, now we're going to get this. It's a little embarrassing, actually, that I failed to get our better equipment going on at a reasonable rate. Speaking of, though, I mean, yeah, we should just go and get these for just some flat-out bonus numbers that don't even require any production or reinforcements. Some lend-lease are being canceled because I think we are no longer in a deficit for certain things. I'm tempted. I could add the hospital company now, which would put us into a deficit for motorized, which might cause people to give us some motorized. I don't know. You know what? Let me get it to the motorized tech going now, and then we'll do this. There we go. I think that's going to be okay. That the factory moved over didn't have much of the production line efficiency built in yet anyway, and we're going to reset it soon, actually, with our new tech, so it's not so bad. How are we doing over here? Good. We may as well let these guys train up as much as they can before we deploy them into the field, because we want to, we want to minimize their penalties for combat. Actually, this is 9 divisions. This will bring us up to 22. Let's get 2 more. Again, these are lightweight divisions that are going to be Coast Guard-y kind of things, but for now, we will send them into this, and so we may as well wait. Is this just propaganda? Some of it is. Okay, it's all just propaganda. Get rid of that. We do have the Form Greater Greece over here. I think if we went the other option, when we went, what one was it? The modern movement? I think that might be the route where you go to form the Byzantine Empire. I'm not sure, but this is the route that goes Spartan ideas. So we're going to go Spartan ideas on this run. We'll have to do a Byzantine thing later on. Lignite liquefaction is in. Hopefully that will help generate more fuel more faster. And I mean, this wouldn't be bad for more trade. We're not really hurting for resources. We did need rubber. Actually, that might help, because we have that one shortage of rubber. Now we need 2, because I added the second production line, but we do have it. It probably will be worth doing some research to add a +1 rubber to that synthetic refinery for later on. I don't think we need to do this. I mean, the industrial stuff here would be good. Helena Turkism gives us a couple of interesting choices. It approaches with Turkey to have them join the Axis with us, and then we can actually turn our backs on that later on. We have the subjugate here. I don't think we have to rush down here. I think we can probably look at just things that might boost our production. I don't know if the bedrock of Balkans financial stability is going to do anything for us now. It's too long, goes to the next line, because I don't know if we're really going to be friendly or these countries are going to exist anymore. But we need to do this to get down to crack down on the monopolies, which is going to be really useful to get rid of national spirit that is hurting us, and also unlocking some more stuff for us. And in addition to that, it's going to lead to our 5th and final research slot, which is definitely very appealing. Peace conference for China. to Japan. Now, yeah, Japan is now justifying probably against the Soviet Union, justifying against the Soviet Union. Now, we know that the Soviet Union has a hard time with that, so that's really good for us. If it pulls a few troops off of here, that might be our go time. You know, between us just getting a few more troops just to pad things out. I mean, yeah, they have an awkward combat width and things, but they will still be there for some assistance. And yeah, if some of these guys get pulled back, that will be good. Even if they don't pull back, just fighting on the other branch, on the other front, will hurt the stockpiles of military supplies. We're pushing back a little over there, but I don't think I can spread out. I think I like playing come over here. Let's get one of you to try to reinforce a hole here, because it'll be annoying to push back through this river. This is a hard place for us to hold, admittedly. It is pretty challenging. Wings with no missions. Standing by. Oh, they never actually got given a place to operate. Right, I remember now. I pulled them back because I had no fuel, and I didn't want to lose too many more planes. Yeah, the fuel thing is still an issue. What I'm going to do is I'm only going to run during the day, and we will put on normal operations over here as well. That's going to tweak the rate of fuel usage, but also running missions at night without, you know, we don't have radar, we don't have anything like that. Like, night stuff's not going to work very well. I will go and pop a few of these. Yeah. We might, I think we will go up to 5 things, which I think is what you need to operate to get your second operative, right? Other slots will be available after 5th upgrade. There you go, or Elusive Gentleman Advisor. Wait, we do have an Elusive Gentleman Advisor as an option. But, I don't know if we're going to grab it. I mean, right now, and we keep seeing this with Greece, for some reason, we are really hurting all the time for political power. We do have some things that nerf our political power gain, including the 4-year plan, but we want to run the 4-year plan. That's going to be okay. But yeah, there's just so many decisions and things we've got. So they're getting attrition over here, which is really nice. I don't know if our bombing campaigns have actually succeeded in doing anything. Yeah, missions. What was the... There's a place we can get, I don't know if it's the screen or somewhere else where we can get, there we go, various bombing reports. I mean, I don't think there's really anything going on here. Enemy buildings bombed, no, nothing yet, but that's going to have to be okay. I'm going to wait on this. Actually, okay, that's 70 days. This is only 35. When we complete crackdown on foreign monopolies, we will be able to take the Pyrkle Infantry Equipment Designer, which will give us 5% attack. That might be our go time. You know, for, you know, tiny little efficiencies and edges that we can work out. Nothing there yet. Oh, we will get... hold on, no. I'm going to go here. I'm going to get the rubber processing. For our one synthetic refinery, it will be enough to give us all the rubber we need for the production that we want right now. And it'll be useful later on, because we really aren't going to have access to a lot of rubber in general, especially not rubber that we don't need to ship overseas. And it's not like our boats are, you know, in fantastic, that you know, we've got that much of a navy to project. Okay. Greater Britain in the Axis is very valuable. The fact that, like, the Axis, like, is all this means actually the sea stuff is pretty secure. Pretty secure. We're not comfortable to actually take a big overseas, like, we can't protect our convoys, like, across the world very well, but it is not in terrible shape. Okay, a few divisions have popped over here, a few more will soon. This game is not going very quickly right now. The clock. We could go up to speed 5. I'm a little worried that I might not be able to react to certain things there. And I mean, it's only going to go so fast. There's still just a lot of combat and pathfinding. Looks like they are getting pushed in from the north over here, which is really good. Really, really, really good. Alright, we're up to 24 divisions over there. We've got those bad boys. They're going to be ready to go soon. Yeah, I don't think we'll have our attack strength, actually, by then, but that's going to be okay. Let's just build some passive defense for now, because we could use a little bit of that. We'll recruit our first spy. We've got a couple of different languages and a couple of traits over there, which is good. I'm just going to have you be defensive now, so you can't be caught until we get our second spy. Japan declares war on the Dutch East Indies. Okay. Okay. they going to join a faction? And if so, whom? No message. Huh. I was expecting, you know, Netherlands joins someone. But there are no allies. I mean, they could join the Commonwealth, I suppose. Yeah, I'm itching to do this start of combat here. They'll kick in. So we need 50 days to get the full attack bonus. There it is. Move in here, maybe? Admittedly, that's not the most easy to defend terrain right over here. I don't think it's mountain. It's hard to tell. I can't. There it is. It's hilly. Okay. So it's not that bad. But they can attack from a lot of branches. See, and there's a little bit more pushback there. And then all of a sudden we start looking at like losing our own territory here, which I don't like. None of these are going to change anything. That's okay. Yeah, I don't want to start losing our own core territory. Non-aggression pact with Japan. I don't see any reason not to sign this. I suspect, you know, other people within these wars are going to agree to this. But there's no reason we're looking to fight Japan. Done. Crackdown on monopolies. The stability removes the foreign monopolies. So the foreign monopolies idea is bad. Where is it? Right over here. So more consumer goods factories, more expensive to change our laws. Not that that's so much of a big deal. But also it's going to unlock a few more things for us. So we're going to have our last two divisions. And yeah, 35 days. That's probably going to be push time. I mean, we want the blueprint stealing things. It would be very good. But first, we can get more commandos. I mean, we can get the decryption stuff, although we haven't even started the decryption, and honestly, I think that's going to be fine. Let's get some suicide pills before we start offensive missions. Yeah, 480 days. I mean, we can do other things to boost it, although I don't think we will. I suppose I should be decrypting something from someone. We just generically do here. We will get the fallen pass bonuses against the enemy. So presumably it's against those enemy units. Detection, interception, decrypted. Yeah, it must be against their units. So we want to do it against the Soviets, and we can. That'll be around for a long time. Sure, the non-aggression pacts are going to continue to be okay. We have lots of political power now. Again, I'm going to want this material designer, but we can spend some points now. Do I just want to change my conscription laws? I think the answer is yes. We're going to go to extensive conscription right now. Yeah. I like it. Start building up that manpower pool. That way we don't have to worry about mobilization speed. It's all going to be okay. It doesn't hurt our production, which is good. So all the divisions that we had trained have come out now. I will start training more actual infantry. And then we can replace these guys with the actual infantry divisions once we're ready to start. I'm sure that's fine. Yeah, I think I still like this. I think we're going to wait for this to finish. We can go and recruit the guy with the attack bonus, and then we'll probably just hit go and see if we can push. Still going to be challenging. It's going to really depend on whether our allies also push alongside with us. See, no, they're doing that. Okay, they are being pushed in the north, which is good, but meanwhile, we're losing a little bit here. Shoot, maybe I should just spread out and help hold the line. That's gonna impact our push strength, but since the push is happening from the north, I guess I'm a little less concerned about having to do the push myself now. Yeah. Thank you for the artillery. Right, we got a shortage of artillery just for the units we're constructing. But that does open up the Lend-Lease, which is nice to see. terms of production, I mean, we are going to want to ramp up our artillery production, but probably the infantry first, especially as we go to unlock the new tech. Now, it is 40, so actually we need to get the computer machines. Should have gotten that maybe a little bit sooner. Not a big deal. Yeah. Suicide pills. We're just trying to work our way up to 5 points. Yeah, Army Intelligence, having access to that, a boost to that will be very nice. Crackdown on foreign monopolies is done. We do the Academy of Athens for the research slot. Then we come back over here. We grab this guy. The infantry equipment, the research bonus is going to be nice. And then the infantry division attack is also going to be wonderful. And I'm going to go ahead and hit play here. And we've got some green. It was a little red at first, but I think we are getting some assistance from some of our allies. Just because it's green now doesn't mean the push is actually going to occur. See, there was no troops here at all. And I think, and actually, I should almost have 2 separate front lines, and only one of them have the battle plan active. And we could even wait our better troops over there, but I think this is going to have to be okay. Because I don't actually like that they're pushing forward over here, because it's not really going to be successful. Hopefully they can hold that, and then get reinforced and plugged in. Actually, I guess they already do. Because Croatia, yeah, so this is all flowing in here, so the port itself isn't even the most critical part. I like that we are pushing forward, that's nice. Our casualties are going to go up. Ooh, quite rapidly, actually. Ooh, that was kind of painful to see. Be on careful, actually. That might stop some of the moves over here, actually, if we are on careful for the battle plan. But we're definitely making some forward progress. Definitely are. This may have stalled out the push from the north, unfortunately. And yeah, if we can push up to this river, that'll be really nice. Because then we can hold that side of it pretty easily. We're going to take Sofia, probably, it looks like. Yeah, it is moving. It's slow! Urban fighting, man. And they've got a lot of troops there, and they've got some decent defenses. Oh, wow. There are forts in there, too. Oh, yeah, there's the fort. So that is going to make it that much more difficult. But if we can keep pushing in other places, we might be able to get multiple angles on Sofia and eventually have it fall that way. I don't know if things have changed over here. I think actually we've pushed back a little bit. I don't know about anywhere else. Okay, Lend-Lease canceled, but more Lend-Lease being offered for artillery. Thank you very much. Now, some of these might be convoy routes that, you know, are susceptible to attack, but I'm not too worried. Always funny when the battle plan starts to look kind of wonky and wacky. Hopefully we can hold that. I'm going to move you in here right away. And there's other units moving in. Good. Not just us. That's going to get pushed. Should be pretty easy with the multi-pronged attack. We did, in fact, take Sofia. That's nice to see. We are pushing back over here. That's also really good. Too bad there hasn't been any more movement over there, but that's going to be okay. And yeah, we're just looking to push the river. We're now nearing 100k fatalities. That is pretty bad. How are we doing here with this? Motorized. Oh, we'll have enough, actually. There you go. So let's absolutely add this in right away. That's going to help because we'll take fewer casualties. There'll be more trickle back. We also don't lose as much XP from effectively, you know, people dying and then being replaced with newbies. You lose XP that way. The hospitals are really nice. There's our army department. Nice. If we probably want like knowledge for all the categories, it's going to be okay. Next level infantry equipment and this bonus as well. We're going to do this. It's going to lose production line efficiency, but it's going to have to be okay. Luckily, we're not out of infantry equipment. We are low on artillery, but I think that's going to have to be okay. We're not 41 over here. We're not have to rush the radar. We could do atomic research, but I don't know. I do like those TAC bombers, but I don't think they're long for the world. I don't know. Now I'm wondering, do we go heavy fighter and stuff? I don't know. We went there. Let's go battlefield support. This is really the close air support kind of branch, and is much more likely to be the thing we're going to do. Or, hold on. We are doing that. Oh, shit. We need to get our new artillery tech. was like, hold on, I think there's something else that I'm forgetting. And indeed, there was. I'd love to put my spy offensively, but I'm just always worried about doing that when I've only got the one. Oh, the 4-year plan has ended. So that is going to hurt some of our construction speeds. You can't assist from there. You can't assist from here. We'll hurt some of our construction speed, but we'll give us a little bit more political power per day. And I mean, you know, it's a 4-year plan. Only lasts for 4 years. Spoiler alert. Hopefully we got good value out of it. I mean, we have been building non-stop, of course. Get you to assist here. Just that should help a fair bit in accelerating that. Thank you very much. Good here. Not so much over here. Is the Soviet, are they at war in the East? No, they're not. I mean, Japan was justifying against it. I thought they were also justifying against the Soviets. Did I just confuse myself between the two? Because I know they were justifying against quote-unquote us, but I thought they were... Did I imagine them also justifying against the Soviets? I thought I was checking that before we recorded. That's why I'm confused. I thought I saw something just before I started the recording that implied that Japan would be starting some shit with the Soviets. I think I'm just on the crack. Okay. It happens. So we're not currently in a war with them. It's not just that we haven't been called in either. Yeah, so they're at war with... Right, the Commonwealth. Yeah, that's too bad. It would have been nice if they just jumped into the common term. Or jumped on the common term. Japan, I mean. Alright, defending there. The push is stalling a little bit. We do again have our troops on only attack where it is actually safe to do so mode. We might even want to halt. Do some manual shenanigans. You help out there. Our fatalities. 109. How's our war contribution? Still 7%. That hasn't really moved. Wait, you can call someone? We can call in Peru. I don't know what the situation is down here and whether or not we'd want to call in Peru. Faction. The 4th International. Yeah, they'd be in that war. I don't know if it's worth calling them. They'll probably get called in at some point. But I'm not sure... Well, I don't think it would help us, and it actually might cause problems for them. They might not be ready. There it is. There's the call-in anyway. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. So that was a pretty good push. There's still some attacks happening there, and I'm not... Okay, we are supporting it. Not from everywhere, though. Get you to do this. This is there. You're pushing there, which is great. If we could get Plevin first, we could actually pocket some guys, but that's clearly proven to be fairly difficult to do. Be nice to kick them out of here. It looks like that is going to happen. And then a little bit of push here. Yeah, I would still like to take everything up to the river if we can, somewhere in there. Now, do we have any more promotions available? Oh, you've got one waiting. Hello. Infantry expert. Yeah, that's going to be very helpful. I'm happy I checked. Lend-lease, thank you. I will take these lend-leases. Oh, we're running low on infantry equipment. Now, part of it might be, you know, some things happening over here, which is going to be fine. And yeah, they are slightly short. I could cancel it, but then we probably would cancel the lend-lease. Could be like, oh, you're not out of equipment anymore. Well, then you don't need these. I'm like, no, 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 please, 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 continue to give me stuff. We can modify the government some more. Let's grab a chief of the army. You know me, I love the attack, right? Come on. We got to take the attack. Attack and speed. Yeah, attack is our primary strength against the common term. Attack and speed. Attack and speed are two primary strengths against the common term. Attack, speed, and an almost fanatical devotion to the ideas of Spartan warrior spirit. Sorry. Yeah, let's just end the episode here, shall we? You know, you have good days, you have bad days. Some days you're just wittier and funnier than others. This has been Hearts of Iron 4. See you next time. Bye-bye.